In this video, we are going to walk you through navigating the user interface in the Technology Intelligence platform. The credentials you will need to perform this function in IT Visibility is Manage Dashboards. Let's get started. Let's start the demo with how to access the Technology Intelligence platform in Flexera One. There are two places on the menu where you can access the Technology Intelligence platform. First one is under Dashboards, and you can see Technology Intelligence Reports. Under there, you can see the various report categories that you can drill in on. Second option is IT Visibility, Technology Intelligence Report, and you can also see the various report types. We're going to open up one of these report types and walk you through the interface. As you can see, you can navigate between the report types at the top by tabbing through hardware, software, governance and risk, procurement, security, custom reports, and all Technology Intelligence reports. You also have the option to create a report. Let's open up our hardware portfolio overview report by navigating to Go to Report. As you can see, the report has multiple pages with multiple visualizations and options on each page. You can also click on an item to change the focus of this report page to what you have clicked on. Now I've clicked on Dell Technologies. All of the other graphical information is adjusted to just represent Dell Technology. You can also make a visualization your focus by clicking the icon above for focus mode. You can also drill in on these categories by right-clicking, selecting Drill Through, and I'm going to select Device Details. And so we can see all of our device details for Dell Technology. You can also highlight the visualization and select the More Options button and export this data. You would select data with current layout or summarized data, and each one of those will have a specific file format and a maximum rows on that. And then you would click Export. Let's take a look at managing subscriptions. We're going to navigate to the bell icon at the top and click to manage subscriptions. We have the ability of private subscriptions and shared subscriptions. On a private subscription, you would give your subscription a name, choose the pages of the report that you want seen in that email notification, and also the frequency that you want that sent and a scheduled time. Since this is a private subscription, that would only come to yourself. A shared subscription, you would give your subscription a name, select the report page or pages that you want sent, select a recipient list, and the frequency and the scheduled time. This is how you add subscriptions to your report for notification. You can also use these out-of-box reports as template. We're going to navigate to Manage, and I'm going to select Duplicate. This will make a copy of the report and give it an overall name, and you'll see that we are in the edit mode of the Power BI interface. You can rename this report by clicking Manage, Settings, and giving it a name. Going to call that Summary, and we're going to click Save. This report is stored in the custom report. You can make modifications and edits from here. I want to point out under Manage, as you can see, we can navigate to the Manage icon at the top, and we can toggle between Edit and View mode. There I am in Edit, and you can see the Power BI interface, and I am in view mode. This report that we save would show up in custom reports. I'm going to navigate to IT Visibility, Technology Intelligent Reports, and Custom. As you can see, our report is listed in the custom section of the dashboard. Now that we've covered some of the basic navigation and key features of the out-of-box reports, let's take a look at creating a new custom report. We're going to navigate to Create a Report. We're going to give it a report name, and you can provide a description. The next thing we need to determine is the report type. You can see we have 3 report types to choose from. Hardware uses comprehensive information on deployed hardware in your IT environment to make the management, maintenance, and strategic planning decisions needed to keep your organizations operational and streamlined. The software report type is use comprehensive information on discovered software in your IT environment to make decisions on compliance, security, risk redundancy, sprawl, and more. The vulnerabilities report type is safeguard your organization's IT infrastructure with trusted data used for identifying vulnerabilities, ensuring continuity, prioritizing remediation, and mitigating risk. I'm going to choose software report type for the purpose of this demo and select Create. This will launch us to a blank page in edit mode. Notice we are on page 1. You can navigate to the pull down arrow and select Rename and give the page a name. For this exercise, I'm going to choose Summary. You can add additional pages by selecting the plus sign after the last page. I've added a second page, and we're going to rename this one Details. Also note, this is where you would go to remove pages under Delete. Next, we're going to add a visualization. I'm going to navigate to the Data section and select a couple of fields for our visualization. I'm going to open up Installed Software, and I'm going to select Software Name. Also going to open up Software Measures, and I'm going to select Number of Install. As you can see, I put a visualization on the screen. I can use the adjustment bars to make that a little larger so we can see some of the detail. Let's say I wanted this to be represented in a graphical format. If I make sure that the visualization is active, and you can tell by the handles around the visualization, then I can select another visualization type. In this case, I'm going to select a stack bar. Now notice that we have a stack bar chart for all software in our environment. This looks to be very big, so I want to look at some ways that I can summarize that more. I'm going to make sure that the visualization is still active, and we're going to navigate to the software manufacturer, and we're going to add the software manufacturer name to this visualization. If you look in the visualization section, software name is our y-axis, and number of installs is our x-axis, and it built a legend for software manufacturer. I want to move that as part of the y-axis. So I'm going to select Move to y-axis, and I'm also going to make sure that the manufacturer is a priority above the software name. As you can see, those changes have added some drill down capabilities to our visualization. We can turn on the ability to drill down in the visualization by clicking this down arrow. Once that is turned on, then I can click on a particular manufacturer and drill through to their specific application. I can also return by selecting the drill up. You also have the option to go down the next level in hierarchy. Next, we will add an additional visualization to this page. First thing to remember when adding a new visualization is to make sure that none of the current visualizations are active. So you can see ours is active now. I'm going to click out of there for it to no longer be active. We're going to go to Software Taxonomy under Data, and we're going to select Software Category and Software Subcategory. And at the top, we're going to go to Software Measures and also select Number of Installs. Since our visualization is active, I'm going to change this to a stacked column chart. And that is how you add a second visualization. One thing I want to point out now is if we do our drill down that we did on the software manufacturer, if I was to select IBM, notice the bottom visualization adjusts to just represent the software manufacturer of IBM. Next, we will look at adding a drill through page for details. Let's start by adding a drill through field from our summary page. I'm going to drill through on the software manufacturer. So I'm going to find under the data section, find the software manufacturer, and I'm going to drag it out and add it to the drill through field section. This is where you would drag your drill through field or fields that you plan to use for this report. Next, I want to navigate to the details that we created earlier, and I'm going to create a visualization. I'm going to go to Software Device, and we are going to choose the device manufacturer, the model number, the device name, the serial number, inventory date, and the device operating system. We can add as many of these fields as we need to this detailed visualization. I'm going to use the adjustment handles to move things around a bit so we can see more data on the screen. And then I want to navigate back to the software manufacturer and add it as the drill through on this details page as well. From here, we would click Save. Once the report is saved, successful, we'll go to Manage, View Mode, navigate to our Summary tab, and let's right-click on Microsoft and drill through Details, and we should see the listing of all of the devices that have Microsoft software running on them.